I had a call from the builder on this job, and they'd taken out this opening in the kitchen and they'd accidentally cut a cable, and it had isolated these lights above the sink, which I thought was a bit odd to start with, but we said we'd have a look into it. They'd done a little temporary fix to get a socket working while we were waiting. They did make sure they stated that. If I'm honest, I'm glad they indirectly found it, because it was yeehaw central. We had speaker wire used for switch lines, we had lighting fed from power supplies, we had back boxes glued to the wall, JBs stuck behind this void. It was a shit show, to be honest. Looking forward to adding one of these void videos to my camera reel again. We got going looking for the junction boxes. You could just about see them at the top of the picture there, but it gave me enough to be able to cut out with a multi-tool and be able to access them to start cutting cables. Somehow we had to make this work with the layout and the cutouts we already had, so I pulled a leg down to the existing socket there to make that a ring circuit now. Got out the trusty tape mate to mark out all our new boxes. And then the plan was to cut in a spur and use that now to fuse down the lighting correctly, obviously on a 3 amp fuse. Put that in and then add a 2-gang switch to then not only control the lights above the sink, but they also wanted a secondary pendant just on the other side of the opening. So that's what we did. So we had the existing socket, we then put a spur in above that, which was the old switch, converted that to a spur, and then added a 2-gang switch which did the lighting above the sink, and then also the pendant above what was going to be a new island. Once that was done, it was just a case of securing the chock boxes up in the ceiling, putting the plasterboard patch back and making that all good, doing a quick bit of check and testing just to make sure everything was all okay on the circuit, and then it was a tidy up and we were done. That was another fault find done, and then a little bit extra for the builder as well, as they'd asked for an extra pendant. So that was all done and working. Happy days. That was one of 4 jobs today, and at some point I'll get around to wrapping up some of the other ones as well. But that was us done, another fault find done, and on to tomorrow.